Alright, y'all, so I'm back on another video. One of my thinking pieces. I ain't gonna lie, man, I've been like thinking about this lately. I just feel like you damned if you do and you damned if you don't at this point in life. Like, this kind of ties in with my last video about blocking out the noise, figuring out what you want to do with your life and stuff like that, because in my opinion, bro, you damned if you do and you damned if you don't with a lot of things that you do in life. But at the end of the day, for me, I feel like what's important is that you're doing it because you know what's important to you. You doing it because you have your own reasons. Nobody got to tell you why you think it should be good, or why X, Y, and Z is good, or why X, Y, and Z is bad. Nobody need to give you a reason why that. You determine it for yourself. You done that inner work, or you done the research for it. So it shouldn't really matter. You shouldn't be swayed by what other people got to say, or what, people do or whatnot. You know this for yourself. And I feel like that's a superpower. That's great to do. Cause you're gonna be you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. People are going to criticize you. People are going to hate on you anyway. People are going to oppose you. Some people are going to support. Some people are going to, have your back and stuff like that. But I feel like regardless of how people move or how people, which way people go, I feel like you need to have your own back at the end of the day. You should not have all of your I feel like you shouldn't have, what I'm trying to say, all of your eggs in one basket, if that makes sense. Like, your confidence, who you are as a person, shouldn't be dependent on other people, or like your friends or things like that. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you should not be so dependent on all these external things. You need to have your own back as much as you got other people's back. Because, at the end of the day, you're living your life. You know what I'm saying? You got to make the decisions. So good, bad, ugly, whatever outcomes happen, you're the one who got to deal with them. Nobody else is obligated to help you or obligated to deal with those issues for you. So that's why I think it's important for you to know what it is that you want, what it is that you want out of life, or to know why you're making a decision. I feel like why is a very important question with anything you're trying to do, because this goes back to having your own back, not having to depend on somebody to tell you why X, Y, Z is bad or why X, Y, Z is good. You know it for yourself, or you tried it yourself. I feel like that's very important. So you're not all constantly being swayed, and you're not you're always on a roller coaster and things like that, because you're depending on other people. I said, anything you try to do, man, you try chasing your dreams, somebody's gonna have something to say about anything you do, man. Like, good, bad, somebody's gonna always have something to say about it. You go and chase your dreams, I guarantee you somebody's gonna either have something negative to say. People are gonna say you're too old for this, or you're too young, or you're too this, or you're too that. You're doing too much. Somebody's gonna always have something to say. That's why, in my opinion, I mean, this is just my opinion and my thoughts. Like, you really are damned if you do, and you damned if you don't. So if you're gonna do something, make sure you're doing it for yourself. Make sure you know your reason why. It don't matter what the world think. It don't matter what anybody think, because nobody's gonna have your back like you have your back. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I've been thinking about, because right now, bro, a lot of things have changed, ever since school, high school, and stuff like that. And I've really been starting this journey on chasing my dreams. I don't know what life is gonna look like for me 5-10 years from now. I have zero clue what life is gonna look like. But for right now, I may not have everything laid out. I don't know what it's gonna exactly look like, but I kind of know the path that I want to go down. I don't have everything figured out. I'm still figuring things out as we speak, and that's as I go. But I'm tired of like listening to everybody else opinion and what everybody else got to say instead of what I got to say or what I got to think. I need to believe in myself 10 times more than anybody else. Not saying I'm about to kick everybody to the curb, you know, but you need, at some point, you got to treat yourself with more respect, you know what I'm saying? Or you got to treat yourself with more love, I guess, or more care than anybody else, because you're the one who got to sleep with yourself at night. You're the one who got to wake up with yourself and deal with the good and bad with yourself. Nobody else is obligated to. You got to deal with that for yourself. And you know, now I feel like I understand that now, so I'm trying to pour into myself as much as I can, or just trying to, yeah, basically pour into myself and tap into things about myself more, if that makes sense. I don't know, I feel like I got a lot of incomplete thoughts, but I don't know, I'm just trying to get back comfortable, like making these videos again, because I stopped making YouTube videos for a while, man. For a long time, I was like focusing on a lot of other stuff, relationships and stuff like that, or, you know, it's kind of been a while since I've been making YouTube videos or just thinking pieces. So I kind of don't feel comfortable making these videos. That's why I'm walking around like this, because I do not feel comfortable making them. But I don't know. I'm trying to work on getting comfortable again and just like out in the public. I'm just trying to work on that right now. But yeah, man, I think you damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So have your own back. Another analogy, if none of that hits home, is like if you got a car that you're paying the car payments on, you're paying the insurance on, you're the one who is taking it to get the oil changed and make sure your tire pressures is good. Like, you're doing all the work. Can't nobody tell you about your car. Like, can't nobody say, oh, you spent too much money on this, or you should not bought those rims, or you should not got tints, or you bought a bad car, it's bad on gas or whatever. Like, cause people are always gonna have something to say, whether it's good or whether it's bad. But like, if you're the one who's making the payments, you're the one who's taking care of this car, is getting you to point A to point B, can't nobody tell you nothing. So you could say you spent too much money on A, or it's a bad car. They usually are known for a bad transmission, or like, oh, those tints are too dark, or like what, like, you know, people are gonna be nitpicky, or people gonna critique every single thing about your life, bro. But like, if you wanted this car since you was a kid, if this is your dream car, even if it's not good on miles, even if it's not the best, if it's not the fastest, if it's not the flashiest, if whatever, like, regardless of all of those criteria, like, you know why you got this car, you know why you bought it, you know why this is special to you. Can't nobody shake it from you. I think that is important, and I feel like that's what makes you strong. That's what makes you unshakable. Because like I said, if you don't have that anchor, or you don't have that about yourself, you're going to be easily swayed, and people are going to say this and that can attack your confidence, how you feel about yourself, self-esteem, and things like that. But if you know this for yourself, your mama can't say nothing, your daddy can't say nothing, the president can't even say nothing, your job can't say nothing. Like, it's just like almost on some boundary stuff. Like, can't nobody tell you nothing, because you know for yourself. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what I'm working on. But I just wanted to share, I guess, a discovery, something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And just, I've been working on trying to have my own back, you know, more than anybody else, having my own back, looking out for myself. not trying to beat myself down every single time something don't go right or anything like that. That's something that I just kind of been working on. And I encourage whoever's watching this video to have their own back. You know, I can't tell you what to do with your life. I can't tell you the right decision, the best thing to do, or like, I can't tell you none of that, bro. I don't know. What works for me ain't gonna work for you, or what works for me may work for you, or it may not. What works for you may work for me, or it may not. Like, everybody's life is so different. You gotta figure out your lane. You gotta figure out what works for you, and start comparing yourself to others. Because everybody's life is completely different. Everybody's a different height. Everybody got different genes, different color tones, different hair textures. Like, everybody's different, bro. You gotta know for yourself. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. So if you want to go for something, as long as you know why you're doing it for yourself, it really shouldn't matter what everybody else got to say, man. But yeah, man, that's all I got to say, man. I'm about to head out of here. I use the bathroom low key, but I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.